Hey guys, it's a beautiful spring day here in northern Utah. It is about mid-April and it is time to prune the grape plants. So I just thought I'd show you how I go about it. I am no grapeologist by any means, but I'm just going to show you the way that I've learned to do it from experience and also what my dad's taught me. So you can see this grapevine. It's obvious that you can see the older vines, and then you can see a lot of new canes that came from the base. If you look right down here, this cane here, this is a new cane. All these brown ones are new canes. This obviously is an old cane. So first thing I'm going to start to do is cut all of the new canes that are coming out of the base of this grapevine out, and those will be saved to make cuttings for new grape plants that we'll start this spring that will be available for our fall plant sale. So let me get that done and I'll be back with you. Okay guys, you can see that I've got all that new growth from last season cut around the base of the vine, just leaving the main vines there. And I just might say that this particular grapevine isn't a very good example of how you should train them. I put this in the ground before I really knew what I was doing. Typically you should let one main stem grow up the middle, like here, and then have some side shoots going off to the left and the right about midway, and then another one at the top of your fence going left and right. One of the first challenges you can see is this grapevine and this grapevine are too close together, in my opinion. What happens is they both try to grow along the fence and everything gets tangled up right here in the summer. A better thing would have been to probably put this one probably clear over here to give them room to spread out. You don't think they're going to grow when you first plant them, they're so small, but a little bit of planting ahead saves you a lot of headache later. The other challenge that we have, if we get closer here, you can see that this branch here comes up and then crosses this way. That's not ideal. You want them flat against the fence. This one sticks out probably about a foot from the fence, but we just have to make do with what we got. So let me show you how I go about pruning. Like I say, I've got those bottom shoots out of there, and now we can work on pruning the existing branches. And so what you want to do, you come to this existing branch here, you can see the old growth, and then you can see the new growth here. And ideally what you want is you just want to come out one or two buds on that new growth, and then you're just going to cut that right there and take that off. That encourages a lot of growth of grapes. You'll get bigger and more grapes if you only leave two buds on it. And so we're just going to continue pruning here. Prune some of this stuff out of the way. I get these little runners that grab onto everything, and you sometimes have to clip through those too. Now you can see this one underneath, it's got some dead growth under here. Ideally you don't want anything like that on there, so we're just gonna cut that off. Cut off this little side shoot here. Now you can see it's got another branch here. It looks somewhat dead, like maybe it got froze. So I'm going to cut that back to this first bud right here that you can see on the left side of the cutters. And we're just going to continue cutting to that second bud. Again, you can see the new growth. Come up here. Cut that dead one out. Second bud. Stand by while the tractor goes by. You can see in here that we've really got a lot of branches coming out. We need to thin this out some. We've got one that crosses right here. That's not good. So we're just gonna count 1, 2 buds. I like to cut them at a diagonal, and I try to cut that diagonal away from the bud. That allows the water to shear off and not rot the buds if it gets too wet. Cut another one here, second bud back, and you want to just cut it about a ½ inch from the bud itself. I'm going to thin some of this out. Here's a dead one here. We'll just cut that out of there. And this one looks dead all the way back to here, so maybe we're just going to cut that off right there. This one looks like it got froze as well. Sorry about that. And I can see a little green bud right there, so I think if we cut it right there, we'll be good. There's a dead one here. Cut that out. Another dead one here. And this branch is crossing over here. So I'm going to cut that back to the second bud as well. Spread that out a little bit. And that looks pretty good. And this one here. Cut that back. This one here is just kind of in the middle of everything. I think I'll just take that right off so it doesn't get too crowded in there. Cut that right off at the base of the main stem. Again, second bud. And we'll just keep going around. Just taking a look at what... Now I'm going to go a third bud on this one because it's really close right here. So I'm just going to take this one out this way, so maybe that'll spread out a little bit. I'll pull these canes out in just a minute. But basically that's what you do. So I'll get this all thinned out the way I want it, and I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay guys, we've got it all pruned up here. Let me just show you and move in a little closer. You can see that I've left 2 or 3 buds, thinned some of the dead stuff out. I did leave 3 buds on a lot of them. As I got in there, I found that we had a lot of winter kill. So to make up for that, I left an extra bud so we'll get the same production on the grapes. And anyway, you can see everything's just a lot more tidy, ready to go. You can see that these buds they're just starting to swell. They're not broken yet, and that's an important thing I wanted to mention. You want to prune your grapes before your buds break. The more dormant they are, the better. And here's the result of all our prunings. You can see all these canes laying on the ground. Again, those are going to be cut into lengths for grape stake cuttings, and this is a Concord grape, so we'll make lots of new baby grape plants this spring, and those will be ready for our fall plant sale. So anyway, have a great day. Do what you can to forge your freedom, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Jesus in the breeze, I feel it in my knees. I'm doing what I please, sing it like that.